Welcome everyone. In past two sessions, we have seen file handlings and various properties with respect to file handlings using Python programming. In this session, we will be seeing a few aspects towards what are the errors, possible errors which can happen while you are doing your Python programming. And next one is like we will be seeing like few other file types which can be accessed through Python programming. So we can able to move to the session. So in yesterday's session, our last class session, we have seen about creating of a file Python, and we have created a Python does not exist, and next file is Python underscore new. We have created these files and we have stored in desktop. And now what we are going to see is like what are the kinds of possible errors which can happen while you are doing the file handling operation. First possibility of error, if you are reading a file which is not there, what it will happen? Anyway, if you are creating a file with write statement, at the time it is going to create that file and it is going to put those contents into it. But there is no file name with that specified file. Like if I am going to use the command of Python 10 to open Python 10. So in my desktop, Python 10 is not available. Only Python is there. Python does not exist there. Python underscore new is there. So this file is not there. So it is a possibility of an error. If it is in write mode, it is not going to create any error. But if it is in read mode, it is going to create some error. So what is the error? So possibility of error is file not found error is there. So one possibility, file not found. And the next possibility, how we can able to do is like, so I am opening a file. After that, I am closing a file. And I am trying to do some operations with respect to the file which is already closed. If that is a scenario, if you are going to think, so it should be an error. So what kind of error it can able to give? So if I am going to run this one, yeah. So file not found error is there, and the next one is like name error is there. So name error, so okay, it should be F1. So name error is there, so F is not allowed, so here is also it should be F1. Yeah, so the error which is going to occur here is value error, file not found error, and if you are using a different name, it is going to be your name error. So if you are accessing your F1 and if you are trying to call some other function with respect to close, so it is not going to give an error, so it is going to create a new error, name error, and possible error is value error also, which means we are trying to do some operations in which the file is already closed. So it is going to create a value error. So we are having these kinds of errors. So we are having few other errors also, but as for understanding is concerned, this is more than sufficient for it. But if you are having these errors, but you don't want to stop those operations which is already being done or which has to be done at the later point of time. If you want to do something like if you are opening a file and after that you are not close the file, and in between the time you are trying to open another file. So one file is open, so assume that Python file is open and Python 10, I am trying to access Python 10, but I have not closed Python. So what I will do, I have to close my Python because Python 10 is not available, so I don't have to worry about it. But Python file is already open, right? It has to be closed. But before that, if there is an error which is going to occur, whether the next line of that instruction is going to be executed or not. So that is an tedious condition, right? So we can able to check it. So how we can able to do is like, okay. So I am trying to give it in terms of this program. So see here, I am trying to open Python file with respect to write mode, and after that I am trying to check where is the cursor, and after that I am moving the cursor to 20 characters, and after that I am trying to open one more file, F1, which is going to be having the Python 10. So Python 10 is not available, so it has to create some error. So you there is no possibility of running this execution of this line, right? But anyway, we have opened this Python, right? We have to close the Python. For that, we are having some conditions where we can able to think logically and we can able to do some operations at last moment of time. So for that, we will usually use try, except, and finally. So we can able to use it in any fashion. So what is try is like, so the default code which you are going to write should be inside this try command. So how I am saying is like, so you are trying to open this one, and after that you are trying to print the contents, and after that you are trying to say that open the file f1 in the name of Python 10. So Python 10 is not available. So you don't know that Python 10 is not available, but you are trying to write the code. So we are expecting that there is one file not found error will be there. So if this error occurs, it has to print file not found error instead of giving an output error. So see here, so it is an error. So but what happened, if that error occurs, you just print the statement and try to check it. So what is the implication I am giving here? So f.tell is open because Python text file is opened. We know that, right? So f.tell is there. So at last moment of time, even though the error occurs, I don't want to stop the program. I will say that file not found error has been occurred, and after that, even after that, if I am trying to check whether my Python file is opened, yeah, it is opened, it is giving the value of 20, right? But actually what should happen if there is an error, the previous file has to be closed. That is our main objective, because we should not keep the file always open. So f1.tell, you just check. So f1 is .tell is seek is there, right? So f1.tell is there, f1.seek is there. So you know that this line is not executed, will never be executed. So without this one, if you are trying to run this one, if you are going to use this, and I am going to move and I am going to use this one, how my expected output will be? So see here, with the open command itself, my execution has stopped. The fifth line is not getting executed. But if I am using try, except, finally, if I am using try and except alone, so if there is an error of file not found is there, don't stop it, don't stop the program. It is create an exceptional condition in that, which is going to, if the file not found error occurs, you just print file not found, and after that, if you are trying to check whether the Python file is open, yeah, it is already, it is even though we have not closed it, and error has already occurred, but we have not closed it, it indicates that. So we can't able to find any error here, right? That is the purpose of using try, except, and finally. So we have used except, right? So f1.tell, if you are trying to, this is f1, right? So Python 10 is f1. So see here, value error is there, input output operation of closed file, which means like it is going to say that Python 10 is not there. So we can't able to perform any operations on Python 10. So it is going to create the value error of it. Okay. So now it is a combination of all the three. So try, except, finally. All the three things are put together. So finally, even though whatever error is there, finally will be executed. So even if error occurs or not, whatever it's happening, finally the portion which is kept inside this finally will be executed. So if this error occurs, this portion will be executed. If this error is not occurring, this except portion will never be executed. So finally portion, it will always be executed. So that is the beauty of using try, except, and finally. So what I have tried to done is like, so I have opened Python file, and after that I am going to check the cursor point, and after that I am going to move the cursor point, and after that I am trying to open Python 10, and after that I am trying to print f1.tell. So here the error will occur, so it will move to it, and after that, even though the error is occurring, except is there. Previously what we have done, f.tell, if I am going to run this as f.tell is there, it is going to give my output because the file is still open. So if I am going to run here, so what will happen is like, yeah, So okay, this one. Yeah. So see here, what is the thing which is happening? So try will be executed till that moment. The execution will continue. So at this point of time, it is identifying an exceptional condition. So it will check for any except statement is there. Yeah, one except statement is there. It is going to execute these two, and after that, finally condition will also be executed. Even though whatever you are going to give, the finally portion will be executed. Whatever error is going to occur. So what I am trying to close, I am trying to close this Python file, text file, and if I am trying to read any content, like where is the cursor inside my Python file, because already I have closed this one, it is going to create some error out of it. That is why I have given specifically with this print statement at this position. So see here, initially the position it has 0, and after that file not found error has been occurred, so that it has been printed file not found error has been occurred. And after that, what I have tried, so f dot close is getting executed till f dot close it is executed. The arrow mark is on the 13th point, right? So f dot close has executed. So the finally portion is getting executed, even though the error is occurring, value error has occurred. This 11th statement, 12th statement is executed. After that, it is coming to 13th position. It is identifying like, yeah, the file has been previously closed, and I am trying to do some input output operation, like where is the cursor, if I am trying to find where is the cursor located in that file, because it is already closed, no cursor will be there. So value error will be there, input output operation on closing the file will be there. So like with this try except finally, so whatever command you are going to write in try, so if any specific except condition occurs, so you can able to come to the except portion and that thing will be executed. Even though if you are not giving except statement, just you can able to give try and finally statement, and we can able to close it. So usually we will close all the files which has been opened in the try and the finally portion. So we can't able to do any further modifications on it. That's the main objective here. So yeah, we have already seen, like if this finally is not there, only except condition is there, it is going to give the 20, which means the Python file is still open. But if you are using a statement like this, try except and finally, which means it is getting closed. So that's the primary meaning here. So one more possibility of using this one is using with statement with respect to file handling. So what is the beauty here is like, so in terms of try except finally, we are having 3 different subsections. In those subsections, all these things will be executed at different intervals. But if you are using with, even though while you are just coming out of this with loop itself, the file will be closed. Whatever files is opened in that with statement, it will be closed. That is the beauty of with statement. So the syntax of with statement is with, you have to give it as open, so you should not give as here, like here. So f is equal to open, you are going to give it right there, right? So you should not give like this. With open, you have to give the path and what is the mode you are trying to give it to your file, and after that you have to open as f. F is equal to, instead of f is equal to, you have to give it as f. So f dot write. So the file is not there. So Python does not exist, right? So I am trying to delete this file. So I am trying to create one file, and after that I am putting these contents in file, and after that I am trying to print the cursor point where it is being located. So it is coming out of this print with statement, right? So if it is coming out of this with statement, whether it is going to create some error or not, we can able to check that. So you can give here, or you can able to give here itself. So first we will run this one and we can able to check it. So this thing is getting executed. So see here, the cursor is at the 84th position, which can be notified in terms of print statement. And after that, if I am using one more f.l, because the with statement has been executed here itself, right? So after a with statement, if I are trying to again use that print.ftl, see here, value error is getting occurred. So if you are getting confused, you can be able to use here itself. But instead of this indentation, don't give this indentation and check. So how it is getting executed, see. So till 84 it is getting executed. After that you are having the value error. So where the execution stops. So So this print statement is getting executed. After coming out of this loop, if you are using print statement, it will not execute because it is coming out of this with statement, which means the file has been automatically closed. So instead of giving finally f dot close all these things, just you can able to use with statement so that you can able to close all the files which has been opened inside this loop. So that is the greatest advantage while you are going for using with statement in terms of file handling. So yeah, similarly we can able to see like we can able to avoid errors with respect to same thing I have read in terms of Python folder, and each 10 characters. If I am using ftel here, it will give the output. If I am using ftel here, it will not give the output. So you can give it. So what is the error it is doing? File not found error. So what is the thing? After that I am going to use this f1 open. So see here, I have used this command f1 open here, right? So till this it will be executed properly, but this Python 10 folder I am not having in my desktop. So I should not stop the execution there. See here, the execution has stopped here, but even though the file will be closed, you can able to check with this one. So if I am going to run this one, it is going to create some value error, right? Which means the file has been already closed. So like this we can able to come to a conclusion. Yeah, these things will be even though error condition occurs, it will be closed. Even though complete execution is happening, that time also your file will be closed. So with this an convenient statement while you are having your file handling methods. So next one we have came across name error, file not found error, value error, and how to eliminate those errors, and we can able to perform few operations even the error is occurred. So we have seen till that moment, right? So next one is like how we can able to read the image files. So purposefully I have created an image, my image in the desktop. So what I am doing, a small modification we have to make here, because all the things in terms of image will be saved as binary elements. So you have to use this RB. So previously you have used R, right? Here you have to use RB, which means read the binary format. So there is a contradiction here, which you will see here. So I am going to move those contents into f.read into content. I am trying to print that one. See here, all these things are hexadecimal. So even though the things are stored in terms of binary, while your visual perception is going to happen, so the system is going to give all the hexadecimal values in front of you for your presentation. So we will be having those hexadecimal values. So the image is getting converted into binary, and corresponding hexadecimal equivalence is given here. Each and every point of that one is given here. So it will be huge file, so we can able to do it. So what I am trying to do something out of this one is, right? So previously I have used read statement, right? Correspondingly I can able to use write statement also here. So a small event I have given here. What is the thing is like I am writing a file, what I have given with open. So in desktop my image is there. So I have given it as RB, which means read binary. And in next line I have opened one more file, my new image, with, so clearly understand this is write binary. So this is a write statement. So I hope you might have catch the point now. So here I have used f, and here I have used nf. So I have having two parameters, f and nf is there. So in those f and nf, so if I am using as read binary, it is just going to read it. If the file is not there, it is going to create an error. If it is write statement, what it is going to do? It is going to create a file with my new image, in the name of my new image. And after that, what I am doing, I am trying to extract all the elements of f. So f is in terms of hexadecimal values, right? All the hexadecimal values I am trying to extract and put those inside my new f. That thing, in that place I am trying to copy all those contents to it, write all those contents, all the elements of f with the help of I. So I have used for loop. to extract each and every element of this binary file, and I am trying to copy to another file. That's the thing which I am trying to do. So I am using f.write for this one. So what it should do, it has to create a new file in my desktop with the name my new image, which is also having all the contents of my image. So it is just creating a copy of one image file in the name of another file. So let us see whether this is happening or not. Yes, exactly, this is happening. So what is the thing we can learn here is like, so we can open one file and we can able to open another file. So one I have opened in read mode, another thing I have opened in write mode. So I am trying to copy each and every elements of this binary file into the new file. So if I am trying to see here, my file is my image, and after that my new file also been created, and it is having same dimension, 769.777 is there, right? So we can able to 769.777 same size. So in terms, so we are having a beauty here. So this is in PNG format, right? So see here, what is the format here? This is JPEG format. So we can able to convert the file formats also using Python. So that's the thing I want to show here. So .png file is there. If you want to convert .png into JPEG file, so you don't have to use any of your conversion tools or something like that. Just go to Python, open it, just read it, put it in another file, just name it as JPEG. You can able to convert those files into another format. Like this also we can able to do. So last topic of file handling is deleting a file. So see here, I am trying to create a file in my desktop with the name rough, and I am trying to write few lines here, and I am trying to close this one. So for deleting a file, we have to make an library import inside your Jupyter notebook, which is import OS. So I am trying to read the file. So if I want to remove this file, if the file is available there, I want to delete it. That is the main consideration here. So so this is empty here. So what I am trying to do here, I am trying to open a file in write format so that it is going to create a new file, and its name is rough. So the rough has been created, and it is having these two contents. So I can able to check these two contents will be written inside my file. And after that, what I am trying, I am importing a library OS, and I am giving if else condition, which means if that file is there, use remove command, os.remove, and which of the file you have saved here. So you have named as file, right? If you are going to remove os.remove with the consideration of file which you are having trying to read that file. So if you are giving os.remove, corresponding file will be deleted. If the file is not there, this error statement will be executed. So we can able to check. So the rough is being created, right? So if I want to delete it, I can able to just run it, just got deleted. So if this condition, if I am going to again run the same program here, so now this Python file is not there, right? For a file is not there. Again, if I am trying to delete this one, it has to print it is an error, right? Yes, it is giving an error. So even if you are going to run this one, it is going to create an error. So that's it. So in our topics, we have seen about file handling. So we have studied about different modes of accessing a file: read mode, write mode, append mode. So read write mode is there, read append mode is there. All these things are already there, which means you can able to have these files in two different combinations. And after that, we have seen about different instructions which is related to file handling, like tell we have seen, seek we have seen, open we have seen, and after that we have seen about different executions of different close we have seen. So like this, we have seen different instructions which is related to your file handling. And next, what we have seen is like what are the errors which can able to happen while you are handling a file. So those errors we have seen. And after that, even though the error is there, how you can able to manage your files. Error is there. I know that some error may happen there, but even though the error is happening, few things should happen without any mistakes. If that condition is there, I can able to use with statement, and I can able to use try, except, and finally statement. So this is an beauty of Python file handling. So all these things we are having in terms of readily available sources. And the last one we have seen here is like reading an image file, and I am trying to copy to the new file with different format of the file. So I have created my image in PNG format, and after that I have trying to read that file. So if I am trying to read that file, all these things will be in terms of hexadecimal. So after that I am trying to open in terms of write mode with the new name. So which means all the contents of my image is moved to my new image. One file has been created. So .png format has been converted into .jpg format also. So this we have seen. And after that, how to delete a file. So if you are trying to delete a file which is not there, it is going to create an error. Okay. So these are the things which we are going to have here, right? So okay, I can able to give you one more sense with respect to this. So that file is not there, right? So if I am just running this one without if else, file not found error is there. So we have seen different aspects in terms of file handling, how to open a text file, how to open an image file, how to convert one file to another file, and how to read the contents of file, how to make the contents of file available in one more file, how to append, how to write, how to read, all these things. You just practice more and more so that you can able to get some experience in terms of file handlings and in terms of different aspects of file handling. Thank you.